I'm back, cause scroll reset's back. So yeah, boys, back on PC. I'm not gonna lie, I might switch to PC. I know I said it before, but I actually mean it this time, right? I'm not used to scroll reset right now. That was just me left clicking. Yeah, I got trash on PC. My arm itchy. Ow, dude. Aw, triple A's, come on. I'm Dookie at triple A's. I don't see how these pros do it. Ooh, nice. I need to turn my DPI. Hold up. Oh my god, this is crazy DPI. Super high DPI. I'm talking about super high DPI. I'm turning my DPI back. There we go. The surf guy. Impossible course. Oh my god. Cold reset feels weird now. My ears itchy, mate. What is this? Yo, what's up, bro? No. Nope, I'm in the editing map. Yeah. Yeah. We got it back. Can y'all? I want to slap you right now. What you said? How? Oh God, Jesus. My controller went dead. Okay, I'm back. What's up? No. I'm just on the edge, done. What you counting for? What? just resetting after you. I ain't messing you up, so you can't say nothing. I heard you.
in Warzone, you run into that one player that's just different from the others. You're that one player that you bump into and that you're going to always remember for the rest of your days. For me, it's this Rashford guy right here. When I first spot him, he teabags, the universal sign of friendship. As our eyes lock, we do the universal friendship dance to solidify our bond. As a cherry on top, he drops me all of his money, and now I know that we are truly friends.
Now stop, right? Travel distance, like you want to move me laterally. Yes, exactly.
Hey, wish Grandma a happy birthday.
Boy.
Hey basketball players, this is the complete pregame warm-up routine. You're going to start off with a dynamic warm-up that starts with jogging, high knees, then after that butt kicks. All of these are baseline to baseline. Then toe touches to really stretch out your hamstrings. Then pull behind to stretch out your quads. Then after that, you're going to do side lunges to stretch everything else out in your groin and everywhere. Then after that, we're going to do 3-spot form shooting for 30 makes. Really make sure your form is perfect here. After that, you're going to do block-to-block jumpers to get your heart rate up, 30 makes. Then after that, we're going to get into our next one, which is runners and floaters, 30 makes right in the middle of the lane. Then after that, get into some ball handling. So pounds, 1 minute each hand to warm yourself up. Crossovers for 1 minute. Then between the legs for 1 minute, 30 seconds each leg. Then after that, we're going to get into 20 free throws. This is a great routine that will help you get ready for the game, and I think you should implement it. Like this video?
Here's how you eat Chick-fil-A at McDonald's. You're going to get you a Chick-fil-A regular sandwich, a large fry from McDonald's, a honey mustard, a large topping berry Sprite, can't forget about the mayo, and boom!
Okay, go ahead.
Major League Baseball, real.
I just turned 64 years old a couple of days ago. Time for the birthday dunk. Got one more in me this year. In honor of Kobe Bean Bryant. Magic Johnson says he's the best Laker of all time. Aaron Gordon, he jumped over Taco. Today, I'm jumping over 2 tacos. Tacos, please. Tacos out here. All right, hold on a little. Right there. Back a little. Right there. Make it tough on me. Okay. All right. Now, for all that misguided conversation last year about this not being 10 feet, I'm 6'7". You tell me. It's close enough. Here we go. 64 years old, jumping over 2 tacos. Got on the Zoom freaks. Get ready to get off and do my thing. Here we go. '64.
Best Keybinds.
Hey everyone, I'm Coach K, and what I'm known for is helping you. Now you might say to yourself, I want the best. I don't want a shill. I want someone who is going to literally take it.
Best Keybind. Best Keybind. Best Keybind. Stop saying Visco fan. Best Keybind. Jesus.
Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Humbo here, and today I'm going to be going over my keybind. I like them too. I've honestly found a ton of luck with these keybinds. Like, I really have been very lucky. I haven't had to change much. They've stayed very optimal and very comfortable for me. You might like them too. I know a lot of people are always asking on my Twitch streams to try them, so I'll be going over all of my settings today, encompassing everything, explaining why I have it that way. So just sit in, and I'm going to educate you all on the binds, man. And also, if you guys are interested, I do stream every single day on twitch.tv/ihumbo in the mornings Eastern time. So if you want to catch that, make sure you stop by. Link will be in bio. So let's get into it, guys. Right off the bat, I do play 1798 by 1080, and I know these aren't binds, but I'll be going through settings as well. I cap my frames personally at 144, and I play on 60 hertz. 140 brightness, no real reason for that. I do think that your color blind and strength is all preference. I do play Metronome 10, and getting into other settings, obviously I have everything on low because it's optimal, and my 3D resolution's at 100, which I could lower that a bit, but you know, if my PC runs it fine at 100. VSync off, motion blur off, show FPS on. I do DirectX 11. Getting into on Prince replays a couple of these also, just preference. Keybinds specifically, we have
Hey guys, so for this video, I'm making an updated Keybinds guide for Chapter 2, Season 2. The last time I made a video dedicated to only Keybinds was around 4 months ago, and that was just a simple discussion video. For this one, I'm basically going to cover all the questions I repeatedly get asked, and talk about all the best Keybinds for each different action or feature in the game. On top of that, I'll talk about why optimal binds are still important, as well as which pros have recently switched to better settings themselves. Before we start though, I'll quickly throw up some timestamps in case you start.
What?
Which is something you don't want. After that, the second
Mm.
want to put any of the remaining builds you don't have on your pinky or thumbs as close to WASD as you can. That way, even though you will be using your index or ring finger to build, those fingers won't be forced to move that far away from A or S. Second to last keybind recommendation is to try and spread your binds out to as many different figures as you can. I suggest a maximum of 2 major actions per figure, where a major action includes building, editing, jumping, and crouching. Some good examples are your wall and ramp on your mouse side buttons, which are both hit by your right thumb, or your floor and edit key on something like F and E, because they're both hit by your index finger, or even cone and crouch on left control and left shift, since they're both on your pinky. All of the examples I just said pass the 2 action per finger maximum and are Papagiarian approved. However, the key word there is maximum. If you can get it down to 1 major action per finger while also following these 2 other guidelines, then you've literally found the best keybinds in the game. But if you can't, like most people, you can still follow my tips to get a pretty decent set of binds. And speaking of good binds, the final and most important rule is using what's comfortable to you. No matter how optimal the binds in theory craft are, they will not work out if they're not comfortable for yourself. Have you noticed how I have decently optimal keybinds, but not the most optimal like I'll show later? That's simply because I'm not comfortable in changing them. Swapping around my crouch key or anything like that would hurt my finger, and I'm not going to force myself to play in pain just for the sake of optimal keybinds. So above all else, find what's comfortable to you. Alright, moving on, I'm going to talk about specific keybinds I recommend for each major action I just mentioned, as well as specific keybinds I think you should avoid. Starting with your wall, I highly suggest putting it on your mouse side button. I know some of you guys might find it awkward at first, but trust me, being able to straight right and left while taking walls is one of the most helpful things ever while box fighting. I always had my wall on Q, and while it wasn't completely terrible, it definitely held me back in terms of box fighting and feeling comfortable in close range engagements. Oh, and before I forget, the other reason I suggest you use your mouse button is that you have to pull your wall out a lot, which is not good if your finger is not hovering over it or you have a weak pinky. Still, if you have a strong pinky or you prefer using your thumb, they are just as good as a mouse button, as you can see from my tier list. Even binds in the second tier like F could be in the first one if you tilt your keyboard like clicks and hit F with your thumb. All it comes down to is what you're most comfortable using. Next up, your floor, I recommend using C or B and hitting that with your thumb. This sounds a lot easier than it actually is, hence why I don't use it. Most people that do, I believe, tilt their keyboard like 15 to 20 degrees vertically. This way they can rest their palm on the spacebar to jump, and then their thumb on the bottom row of their keyboard to hit C and B. Don't worry if you're not comfortable with that, because there's a ton of other options that you can see here.
What?
It actually makes sense because they're all using WASD or the off and index and ring finger. Following that up is your ramp, which I recommend you put on your other mouse side button. That means you'll have wall on one and ramp on the other. The reason I recommend putting your ramp on it and not your floor is that you'll use your ramp more often, and it's also more important for box fights and build battles. So if you only have a few options for builds that you can put on your thumb or pinky, make sure you prioritize your wall and ramp first. Some other decent options are things like E and Q that you've seen twice already for the other build pieces. You just want something close to WASD, or preferably off your index and ring finger. Lastly, for your cone, set script by default on and put it on left shift. Most of the have really weak pinkies, so we can't spam it as much as we can like the rest of our fingers. With a cone, however, you never really spamming it, and you can always quickly whip it out without losing control of the movement, since your pinky should be covered over it at all times. Potential backup binds are the same ones I've showed like But if you can, do your best to put your tone on left shift. Onto one of the most highly debated binds,
Sure.
and that is your edit key. In my own opinion, the two best edit binds are E and F. Both of these keybinds are extremely close to WASD and are hit by your index finger.
But Darian, didn't you say you want major actions off your index and ring fingers?
Yes, I did. The one thing that does not apply to you though is editing. You need to be able to span your edit key to edit fast. I don't care how fast you can span your pinky, your thumb, or your ring finger, your index finger will always be faster. However, that does not mean G is a good edit bind. F is quite literally right next to it and closer to WASD. Even Boga, who hasn't changed any binds in years, recently switched from G to F for editing. And as far as F versus G goes, I really don't think it makes that big of a difference. I know Mongrel switched from F to E a few weeks ago, mainly to help him do Mongrel Classic, but it mainly depends on how you position your keyboard and what you find more comfortable. So again, E or F are tier 1, tier 2 are other common binds that do not include mouse buttons because that can mess up your
Dude.
are ones that you really should not use, but you might if you have no other options. One major action in Fortnite people well, crouching is an extremely important and overlooked keybind that you need to have off of any of your movement key.
That's weird. And the player then going down. Bye. Bye. Bye.